Things that make you go, You may remember that line from the old Arsenio Hall show, the early 90s. And the benefit of being an HR consultant is I get to say that just about every single day. Most recently, however, I said it in relation to a prospect I was having some discussions with that had some pretty serious concerns at one of its plants. Now, the situation is that the bulk of their plants were working quite well. There was one, however, that just was not clicking. They weren't adopting some of the company's new policies and new processes for doing things. The company had a new vision for where it wanted to go, and this plant was just not getting on board. So we were talking about ways to handle that. But more importantly, the vice president that was responsible for that plant knew how much that was costing him. He knew on an annual basis what the waste that was coming out of that plant and the lack of productivity. He had the numbers, which is lovely because there are often times where I talk to folks that don't have a sense for what their problems are costing them. So we had a basis to work with. As we went down the road of deciding how we wanted to solve this problem, we were all on board with the game plan and how it was going to work. Ultimately, though, he came back and he said, "Ed, I love this process. It's going to work for us." But that's more than I was willing to pay. And I said, well, wait a minute. It looks like my fee is less than 25% of what this is costing you on an annual basis. How can that not make any sense? Why would you not make that investment in your business? And he said, well, we just don't have that budgeted. And so that made me go, are we looking solely at costs as business owners and managers, or are we looking at value? What is it that when we go out to our own customers, we're expecting them to look at in terms of their interactions with us? Do we want to be a low-cost provider, or do we want to be a provider of really good value, whether that be in the products we're offering them or the services that we're offering them? If we're in that boat of we're trying to provide great value for our customers, then we need to also take a step back and look at what is good value for my business when it comes to investing in my business. Let's get the word cost out of our vocabulary and look more at return on investment and value.